Did you know that you can either worry yourself into being sick or you can be so sad that you end up being sick? Proverbs 17:22 says that a merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. Let's get into the other day, which is why I am now sick with the cold, how I got sad and I got sick. So the other night, I remembered my late grandma, and I was so sad that I had to cry out to Jesus, like physically, verbally, like cry out to him. And he restored my spiritual health. He gave me peace, and I rested. But by this point, my physical health was already affected. And so here I am with my ingredients to make me some chicken feet soup, as well as I got me some Dayquil and NyQuil, you guys. I got corn, I got plantains, I got sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, and I got some Maggie season. And I also bought myself a Vaseline for my lips because I had been licking my lips the entire day and my lips were just so terribly dry, as well as my nose was irritated, and around my nose was also dry and irritated. So once I applied the lip balm to my lips, it's Vaseline, so I went ahead and smudged my nose as well because, like I said, it's irritated. And back to Proverbs, it says that a merry heart does good like medicine. If you are happy on the inside, you are more than likely to feel physically rejuvenated, refreshed, restored, and just so full of energy. On the other hand, you can become depressed, lack energy all the time, or even have more serious illnesses like even cancer. Not saying that all of our illnesses are caused by something that's going on spiritually or mentally, but we cannot rule that out, okay? So just to get back to the soup a little bit, I've got some pimento in some salt water, as well as some thyme and some scallion or green onions. We're gonna let that boil, as well as a scotch bonnet or serrano pepper. And once that starts filling the room because it's bubbling, we're going to go ahead and clean up our chicken feet in the meantime by clipping off the nails. I'm adding some adobo season to the water simply because I need it to be nice and flavored, because the only other flavoring or season we're going to be adding will be the Maggi season in the packet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and peel our potatoes. And if you ever wondered how people use long nails, exhibit A. Like anybody else. But you guys, this is just a reminder to keep our mental and spiritual health at top tier so that our physical health follows in line. Because I will not kid you, while my spiritual health was back to being 100% because God had really given me the peace that I never knew existed, and he keeps blowing my mind each time he does that. Let me tell you, by this point, like I said, my physical health was drained. I had the cold and I felt like I was going on to maybe having the flu. But glory be to God, he was like, nah, you know what to do now. You are back to being restored to just work on the physical health. And so I got me some NyQuil, Dayquil. And when I said this chicken foot soup did wonders, it did wonders. I'm still a bit stuffy, but I'm not feeling any aches and pains or anything like that. But yeah, we're cutting the potatoes now, you guys, so that whenever they go to cooking, they can boil easily. As it relates to what we're going to be adding to the pot, at this point, we're going to add our chicken feet to the pot because we need the chicken to be cooked. And then the Irish potato, not yet, simply because the Irish potato cook very quickly. So you're gonna add the sweet potato first, your corn, and your plantain. Right now we are adding the soup seasoning packet, but I'm sifting out the noodles. I'm going to leave those for the very last. After we've added all our food, we're going to also add some dumplings, some little roll up dumplings, spinners as we call them. My spinners are not very cute, but yeah. And then we're going to be adding the little noodle packets. And you guys, look at the color of my soup. This is like final touches right here. Make it go and get a little bit thick and nice. And let me just tell you, I couldn't smell very much, like 50%, but when I tell you it was coming through, here we are tasting the soup and it was so good. A little bit spicy, but it was definitely worth it, and it hit the spot where it needed to. Again, you guys, just make sure our spiritual and mental health is in order so that our body can follow. Be blessed.